and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who's decided, and maybe kind of recently, that they don't really want to be in a romantic relationship, that they enjoy getting up and going wherever they want or living life the way that they see fits for them, right? So there's this sense of adventure. I can go and do whatever I want. I don't have to like listen to whatever someone else says, right? So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I'd love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. And that's in the description box for you, as is additional information on how to become a member of the channel. There's lots more content that you get access to. And I feel like I need just a little bit more light. Maybe that'll help. All right, so let's dive in. We've got someone who doesn't really like to be in a relationship, so I do feel like the love oracle is going to be important. Hello, Nawaji. Thank you for the gift. Hello, Matt. Hello, Liam. Hello, Donald. How's it going? We've got pride and heart fog. All right, so this is an individual who might think very highly of themselves. They may be extremely attractive. That could explain a little bit of the ego, right? But this is somebody who sends individuals that are interested in them mixed signals because they don't want to be completely honest, right? I'm just going to hang out with you until I get bored of you, and then I'm going to move on. And, you know, it just doesn't have like the same ring to it as, you know, let's see where things go. Maybe we could fall in love and things would be great. They want to leave some sort of mystery there as to what their motivations are or what they're really interested in, so they don't lose out on the people that they find attractive. Hello, Nicholas. Hello, Ruben. How's it going? Hey, Key Controller. What else do we have? We've got the divine feminine energy. So that loving energy is not something that they really feel comfortable around. This is something that they feel like they're always looking for. So this could be somebody who feels like there's always something better out there, or, you know, they have that fear of missing out. You know, if I get into a relationship with you, then what if I'm missing out on somebody who's like twice as good as you? So they prefer to stay single, and they maybe don't really want to be fully honest with themselves about what it is that makes them feel more in control if they're not in a relationship. But they feel like it's the right life for them. You know, commitment is scary, but it's also something where they feel like it makes you weak. I think they've maybe misunderstood that. Hello, Tandy. Hello, Shane. How you doing today? Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. So this is somebody who resists love. They may enjoy the flirtation. They may enjoy the physical flirtations or intimacy, but when it comes to actually having that emotional connection or, you know, that intellectual conversation about feelings and what you want to do with your life, they're not as comfortable being themselves. And they may tire of those conversations, or they walk away from connections when they get too serious. Hello, Jonas. Hello, Paul. Hello, Jerry. Hello, Knowledge. Hello, Michael. How y'all doing? Hello, Rock and Johnny. I hope y'all are having a good day. Ooh, okay. Here's the thing, though, is I do feel like this kind of player energy or lone wolf, I don't want to be in a relationship. They get somebody who gets quite obsessed with them or very interested. So maybe they play with fire a little bit right? They think that they can kind of have these situationships or low-key connections and avoid all of the stress or the tension that comes with a commitment, but they can't because they do get somebody and they underestimate this connection or the depth of emotion that this other person is feeling. So things escalate quickly. Hello, Elida. Hello, Melissa. I'm nervous I'm saying your name wrong. Hello, Eric. How are you doing? I guess it depends on what you mean by that, Julian. That's great, Jonas. Hello, Dennis. So this is an individual who is encountering, this player energy is encountering somebody who they underestimate. This is someone who's going to teach a bit of a lesson or deliver a little bit of karma to this individual. You keep thinking you can just kind of skim the surface of serious connections and, you know, avoid that feminine energy. Not to say this is someone who's avoiding women. This is somebody who's avoiding the caring, affectionate energy that is associated with the divine feminine. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So this person would rather communicate their emotions in a physical way, okay? But there's receipts here. There is evidence that they have found that maybe someone has actually fallen in love. This triggers them to want to walk away, whereas the other person is like trying to cling on to them, right? Like, hey, come back here. I want to talk to you about this. Like, don't you love me too? But I don't think they get the answer that they want because this person they've fallen in love with is the one who's determined to stay single. Hello, Brandon. Hello, Tenerife. How are you doing? These were actually Oracle decks, but I'm switching to Tarot now. This is the Marigold Tarot. Hello, Abdul. Hello, Fernando. Hello, David. Hey, Leo, you don't need to do a running commentary on everything that's happening, okay? There are going to be things within a general reading that resonate for you, and there are going to be things that are meant for others, and that's okay. Just leave the rest, right? We've got the Page of Cups, the Emperor, and the Four of Wands. So there's this individual who, the player, right? I don't want to be in a relationship. They end up making this connection with somebody that they feel like they can kind of walk away from pretty easily without realizing that they're actually kind of leading someone on who's going to take things pretty seriously, or who is convinced that they're going to end up getting married. So playing too many games, right, with people's hearts, it's going to get you into trouble at some point. Hello, Luis. How are you doing? Hello, Lisa. You want to be just a little bit more mature for me? I understand calculator messages. Quit playing games with my heart. Okay, since you said that, I have to tell you a quick little story. When I was doing sales, like technology sales, there was this customer who told me that they were going to buy, but they didn't sign the contract yet, and they were kind of like putting me on delay. So I literally sent them the link to the YouTube music video for Quit Playing Games with My Heart. And he responded like, hey, is this a mistake? Why did you send this to me? And I was like, because you haven't signed my contract yet. And I thought he was going to like expire on the spot. Hello, Carrie. But you did sign the contract, so it worked. How's your day going, Carrie? So this is somebody who has played games with someone's heart, probably dealing with multiple people at the same time. But this particular individual has kind of started to daydream about, okay, we're going to move in together, we're going to get married, we'll have a life together. And then I feel like all of a sudden, when they make mention of this, or when they try to talk about, hey, what are we? Are we committed? Are you like wanting to maybe like get a place together? Then this person just freaks out and runs away. They don't want to deal with it anymore. Things got too serious, so they run. Hello, Underhatches. Welcome back. How are you doing? Hello. I wish you healing, NBF. Hello, Monica. How are you doing? King of Rings, which is the King of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords in the reverse. No coincidence that in this particular like positioning, it looks like a scissors, right? So when you ask me to be offering you a reliable connection or be your companion or be in a committed relationship, I decide it's time to end things. Time to run. As soon as you ask me that question, that's when I know that it's over, right? Hello, Bigfoot. My name's Carmen. If we reach the $15 tip threshold, then I will take personal questions from y'all, and I will do, of course, show preference or priority to those that tip. But I appreciate you liking the video. That's free. Hello, BMF. How are you doing? Greetings and salutations. Do you listen to Run the Jewels? Hello, Grindhard. How are you doing? Hello, James. Hello, Edward. So we've got the Page of Wands in the reverse with the Moon in the reverse and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. If you recall, at the very beginning, we also had the Ten of Cups. This was the avoidance of love. I don't want to shack up with anyone. I don't want to, you know, like buy a house. I don't want a little picket fence. I don't want to daydream about growing old with you. So now their intentions have been exposed. Now that you've run away, now that I see that, you know, you don't want to talk about this, you're too nervous to have anything that's like concrete. Now I know, okay, so I guess you've been playing games. So this person they've been dating is frustrated because they feel like they've found their soulmate, only to have this person run away from them, only to have this person block them. Say, it was never that serious, you're out of your mind. So now we have somebody whose feelings are hurt and they feel like they need to do something to try to get this person back. I mean, this could be someone who feels like they need to do a love spell. This could be somebody who feels like they need to spread some gossip, but they're pretty mad. Right back at you, Monica. Hello, Vicky. How are you doing? Hello, Trader. Hey, Clorox. Thank you for retracting your message. I hope that means you thought better of it. That is not something that I'm going to do. Wow. Did you have to go to school to be that annoying, or does it come to you naturally? Just curious, Hugo. Hello, Joseph. How are you doing? Hold on, I dropped a card. Oh no. I don't know if you heard it. I actually like ran into the bookshelf too. I'm lucky it didn't fall. Yeah, Clorox, I'm gonna put you on a timeout for 24 hours because I need you to be real serious with me about I'm not ever going to send negative energy to somebody. I don't do that. I believe that's how you lose your gift. I believe that's how you get bad energy back on you. And I discourage you from trying to hex anybody. Hello, John. Thank you. Because, Trader, it's my channel. I can do whatever I want. So be respectful or I'll block you. So we've got death in the reverse. I don't want it to be over. Oh no, this is somebody going crazy. So I'm not ready for this little romance to be over. I can see that you freaked out. I don't know if it's because of me. Maybe this person's trying to assume that it's a different situation so that they can justify kind of turning into a little bit of a stalker and trying to figure out where this person went. So we have the Emperor is the person who has been hiding their intentions. The Emperor is somebody who likes to control things. They like to choose when they spend time with people or, walk away without explanations. And they're dealing with a Queen of Swords, somebody who asked for a relationship or wanted something serious and is a bit confused because they find themselves out in the cold. They've been blocked or they're not hearing from this person when they thought that things were moving forward quite nicely. So I think there's a temptation here to do a love spell. I'm not ready for you to leave. I didn't know why you cut things off, but I know you want me. So yeah, I'm never a fan of doing a love spell. If you want to manifest love into your life and it's not a specific individual, that's a different thing. But when you're focusing on one person, that I think is highly problematic and should be avoided. Because then you're trying to infringe on somebody's free will, right? Still going to keep you in timeout because you made your usernames too similar. Yeah, if you want to do protective energy or draw in new, passion, whatever, it's different when you're trying to focus on one person, right? Hello, Danielle. How are you doing? I'm going to ask you to keep things a little bit more above board there, okay? Hello, Vicky. Hello, Christopher. You need to learn how to be respectful, so I'm just going to go ahead and block you. All right. So we've got the Tower in the reverse. Trader, I'm going to put you in a timeout. Do not call me baby. I don't know you. I ain't your baby. Nobody puts baby in the corner. I will block you. My name's Carmen, okay? If it's hard to remember, just think it's my two favorite things, okay? The combination of it, cars and men in a name. There's just no S, okay? We got the Tower in the reverse. Yeah, this is like, why have you changed so quickly? Well, I thought I could count on you. I thought we had a real nice thing going. I thought you were falling in love with me. And now all of a sudden you're being mean. Now all of a sudden you don't have that divine feminine energy, or you're not able to like appreciate what we had. It's like you flipped a switch and now you're just like cold and you don't want to talk to me. What do you mean, Challenger? If it's negative energy, then it's not welcome in my live chat. So we're keeping it out. Hello, SK Company. I hope you're having a good day, or that you get some more clarity. Hey, Nova, maybe try some headphones if you can't hear. Hey, Howard, maybe, I don't know, try like the Socratic approach where you can ask people if they've already got that going, or mind your business. That's actually probably the better option. Hello, ASJ, how are you doing? Oh, I'm so glad for you. I bet you get even more clarity in the near future. What else do we have? Ace of Swords and the Seven of Cups. So then we've got somebody who's obsessed, this Queen of Swords. They're obsessed with the Emperor, and they're wondering why they haven't been responded to. Why did you block me, or why are you ignoring me? And then they get the truth when they see that this Emperor is actually out dating someone else, or maybe they're back on the dating app. The Emperor does not need to be a man. The Queen of Swords does not need to be a woman. But this is somebody feeling like you didn't even like break up with me, or you didn't even tell me that you were done hanging out with me, and here you are you know, connecting with other people. I think you underestimate me. I will keep blocking you. Hello, Egg Bread. How are you doing? Hello, Corey. I hope this is a clear enough response for you, Boogie. No. Hold on. I don't have cats at the moment. My heart was kind of broken when Hambone died younger. He was only 4.5 years, so I'm gonna have another cat at some point, but I don't have one now. Hello, SMP. How are you doing? Oh, you don't have to envy that. I bet you sound amazing. Hello, Merrick. How are you doing? If you're from Brazil, the only thing I know how to say is muito bem. But I totally want to learn more. Hello, X. Hello, Sushant. How are you doing? What's up, James? So the Three of Swords and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse is telling us that this Queen of Swords is lashing out because she feels like, I shouldn't say she, the Queen of Swords feels like they've had their heart broken. You led me on, I thought we were going to have something serious, or you let me believe that you were feeling something as well, and now you've completely removed your energy or blocked me or, you know, started seeing somebody new. And I do feel like we have a desire, somebody's feeling like they need to be petty. What can I do to get back at you, right? Was it really? Thank you, Adriana. Hello, Sash. How are you doing? Nope. I think you need to be better at reading energy before you make assumptions. Hello, Hamad. How are you doing? Hello, Mateo. Hello, Michael. What else do we have? Seven of Swords, a trickster. I don't feel like I have to be honest about what I'm pursuing or what I'm after. I just do what I want and then I disappear. So this person may even have a reputation for being a bit of a player or for being non-committal. I think they let you feel like there was a chance you would convince them otherwise, or that there was really some possible relationship brewing here. But now this Queen of Swords, you or another person, whoever it is, they're feeling pretty upset. You led me on and now you've moved on to somebody else, and I want a little bit of payback. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Now you treat me like you don't even know me. I'm hearing that song by Gautier, somebody that I used to know. And I feel like I don't have any options. You won't answer my text messages, nothing, right? Hello, AJ. Oh, Jesse. Hello, Spartan. Hello, Alex. Hello, CL. How are you doing? So we've got the Six of Wands, and this is that ego energy from the Emperor. I've got other opportunities. There's other people that are interested in me. I'm returning to the dating pool. Let's see who else out there wants to like have their chance, right? This is somebody who's kind of isolated themselves. They're not thinking about how they made someone else feel. They're not feeling guilty about walking away from this connection that they had been working on for a couple of weeks. They're more excited about, okay, let's see who else is out there. What other options do I have for my Friday night date? Because I don't want to spend any more time with this person who's trying to have a serious relationship. Things got too serious, so I left. Hello, Phyllis. Hello, Materazzi. How you doing? What's up, Johnny? Hello, Coda. Hey, Liam, do you have anything to help you deal with that anxiety? Because I feel like you're just a little bit too excitable. Like, they ain't even talking to you, they're addressing me. And if I can handle it, surely you can handle it. Hello, Dom. I wish you luck. Hello. Oh, I think I already greeted you. Welcome back to me. You're so funny. Hello, Pandit. How are you doing? If y'all would like me to answer personal questions at the end of the general reading, I will do so if we hit $15 in tips. And we do have another Two of Wands. That's the one I just picked up and showed you from the beginning, right? Somebody who's like, who else is out there? Who's next? I know somebody else wants to go on a date. So picking up a couple of other options for them romantically or, you know, flirtatiously. And there's this other person who's still like balling their fists up like, I can't believe you stopped talking to me. Why are you ignoring me? I feel like this is going to end up with a pretty awkward moment in a public space, perhaps a bar or somebody's house, maybe even a restaurant. Hey JG, my name is Carmen, and you know that. Hello, little. At least it's a good song. Hello, is it AMX that I should call you? I hope you're having a good day. We have the Chariot, the Lovers, and the Tower again. Yeah, I think we've got somebody who runs at the first mention of somebody saying, I think you're my soulmate, I think we should be together, I think we would be happy forever and ever. So whatever they were, you know, connecting over, whatever plans they may have had, they all vanish. And this person goes out, finds somebody else to hang out with, sets up a couple other dates, and maybe even a new account, right? Because they don't want anything to do with this Queen of Swords. Because now you have expectations of me, and that's not what I wanted from this. I just wanted something fun, right? Hello, John. Hey, Saeed. I feel like you've already been in the live chat, but I do have information under my like homepage or about me. Hello, AB. Hello, is it Heavenson? AB, no you don't. You think I don't know these things? You might underestimate how much time I put into my channel. So the message that was just deleted by Johnny, it might have been innocent if it were from somebody that maybe is not speaking English as their first language. So if that's true, it would be money related or earth related. Liam, you spam. Stop yelling at other people for spamming when you spam, okay? So stop. I'm gonna block you. It's driving me crazy. Hello, Gina. About 16 years. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Cinderella. How you doing? So we've got the cloud energy, number 6. This is the mystery, the, like, I don't know why everything changed so quickly. The truth is, I feel like this Queen of Swords does know that it's probably because it was about, you know, questioning if we can get in a relationship or do you want to move together. Maybe things are moving too fast, but they still feel like they have so many questions that are unanswered, right? Hello, yay. Yeah, I will block you every opportunity I get, so, you know. Oh, yeah. No, the guy who's asking about the pentacle, maybe it could have been like a really bad translation in the, if they're doing the words as I speak. I don't know. Either way. No worries. No, Liam, you need to take responsibility for your own actions. I'm putting you in a timeout. You don't have to respond to them. Hello, Torian. How are you doing? Oh, are you offended? What if I like music? Hello, Dr. JM. How are you doing? So along with this confusion, we have this understanding that, you know, whoever I thought was dating me or whoever I thought was in love with me, now they're out here hanging out with other people. That's a concern, right? How could you just let go of whatever magic I thought we had between us and go start dating someone new, someone you don't even really know, right? I do feel like we have somebody who's not really regulating that emotional side of themselves very well. So they're, I think, looking for a way to get back at this person or to cause some drama. Hey, Heavenson, I'm going to ask you to stop repeating the same message over and over again, or I'm going to put you in a timeout. Nah. Thanks, but no. Hello, Kellyanne. How you doing? Or is it Kelly OG? I hope you're having a good day. This is the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot. So we've got the moon again, this like secretive energy, right? But I also think this is someone feeling like they don't have to worry about their former fling or the, you know, most recent lover of theirs finding out what they're up to. And I feel like this is arrogance or somebody not realizing that it's actually not as private as they think. Oh, it's like I'm taking on the same dates as I took the previous person, and I don't expect that the Queen of Swords would show up and know that that's where I took someone, right? So if they have like this special spot, you know, like a lover's lane or whatever, this Queen of Swords is gonna know, okay, well, I know exactly where to find you because you took me to the same spot, right? Hello, Tyrone, how are you doing? Thank you, Too Quick, I appreciate that. Hello, Saul, how you doing? So with the Five of Wands, there's definitely an argument that's going to happen. Like I said, I feel like it's with multiple people there. It could be like a public park. It could be a bar. It could be a house party. But we have somebody who says, I can't believe you're here with them. I can't believe that you found somebody else so quickly. You don't even feel bad about the connection that we had that you're ignoring now, right? So we've got a moment where they have to make a big decision, and I think this is whether or not to be petty, whether or not I should do something to get you back. This kind of feels like somebody who wants to key a car or cause a flat tire. I do not condone any of that, but they feel like I've got to do something to get back at you because you think that you've won when you've rejected me, and I want to lash out. Again, I don't encourage that energy. Hello, Q. How are you doing? Okay. Weird flex. Johnny, you're amazing. And you're right. You know what? I do need a Dr. Pepper break. Hello, Civil War. Well, that must be a rough one. King of Pentacles in the reverse, the Fool in the reverse, and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So basically, I feel like this person's going to lose their temper. The Queen of Swords is going to lose their temper on encountering the Emperor on a date with somebody else. They're going to demand the truth. Why did you really walk out? Why did you just like start to ignore me? And why are you hanging out with somebody new? I feel like they know these answers, but they're asking anyways, just out of like pure rage or frustration. And I don't know that they were planning on running into this person, right? So it's just like being confronted with it all at once makes them feel like they need to really have a strong reaction, right? Did I say hello to High Priestess? What's up? Hello, ODST. I do like to share the wealth, right? So I do often look for people that have not had a question answered. Unless, of course, there's a tip involved, then I do like to prioritize those for people. Hello, Kuil? Did I say that right? Yeah, I will take personal questions if we get to $15 in tips. So we've got Knight of Wands and Temperance. I mean, the problem here is I do feel like there is kind of a strategic approach to whatever this Queen of Swords is doing. It's kind of like, okay, I see what you're doing now. I'm going to tell your whole roster what you're up to. Since you are so afraid of commitment, since you are so afraid of being honest with people, I'm going to figure out all of the people that you're talking to and like put them in the same group chat or let them know where you're at. Tell them that this is where your date is with somebody else. This is vindictive, right? I want to find out a way to have a problem hit you to get you back for rejecting me. I always say the best revenge is just removing your energy from a situation where somebody would miss it. And if they don't, that's their loss too, right? Then it's not meant to be. But we have somebody who wants to create instability because you started that instability in my life for me. Hello, Svenathi? I hope I said that right. We have Strength. The message here for the Queen of Swords is you can get through this without having to trip up somebody else, right? This is somebody who doesn't deserve that loving energy because they're not looking for it and they just want to take what they want from people and then move along. So why would you fight for love like that? Why would you fight to be with somebody that you would know you can't trust, right? This is also saying you've got better things to do with that energy than throw it out the window at the person driving behind you, right? Save that energy for whatever it is that you're working towards. Hey, Grindheart, how's your day going? Hello, Mina, Sophia. How's it going? Hello, Tang. Hello, Hario. Oh, thank you, Michael. I appreciate you. You let me know if you have a question. All right, so we've got the Page of Pentacles. This is an opportunity. I feel like this is the, should I do it or should I not? If I have this opportunity to mess with somebody, should I actually go for it or should I not? Should I stay or should I go? Should I be petty or should I not? Because this is somebody who has, I think, all of the information or the resources available to them to be able to do something a little bit petty. And I feel like it's a difficult thing for them to resist. Hello, Cameron. I'm Carmen. And my pet peeve is when people call me Carmen or Cameron because it's so close, you know? But I hope you're having a good day. Yes, I hope that as well, Angela. Hey, Tang. No need to share, anything about like when somebody was born or anything like that. If we get to those personal questions and you're one of those questions, you probably want something a little bit more specific. Hello, Jesus. So we've got the Knight of Wands. Oh, this makes me feel like we have somebody that makes an impulsive decision to do something silly. Yep, okay. So you don't want to be with me, you ghosted me or you rejected me, and now I see that you're over here romancing somebody else. You're out on a date with somebody else. I feel like they're going to try to ruin a date. I feel like they're going to try to make it real awkward for this Emperor because they're out with somebody else. Oh no. And again, I feel like it's kind of in public. At the very least, the goal is I want to make it difficult for you to move on with this person that you've taken out, right? This new date that you have. I like that, Michael. You're funny. No, Joe, I don't. Do you? No, ODST, it was not for you. Hello, Tickle. How's it going? So this Queen of Swords is aware that there's a different connection starting up with that Emperor. They feel like they need to create their own justice, or they want to get back at this person who broke their heart. So I'm going to make it difficult for them to like move on with this new person, right? But what they don't understand is that they're missing out on their own new chapter by focusing on the past. In other words, I feel like there's a good love partner being sent to this Queen of Swords. And because they're so wrapped up in being petty or trying to get revenge on the person from the past, they're actually quite likely to miss out on this opportunity for a real love. You're welcome. How's it going, Matthew? I wish I had chosen you instead. Unfaithful cheater. So how could you choose somebody else? I want to make you regret it. But they want to just get revenge. If I come back around and hang out with you, you're just going to try to break my heart. Because you're already being petty, right? Why would you trust somebody to treat you right? So this is just a bunch of like hurt feelings and ego going back and forth between these two. The Queen of Swords is needing to heal, and so is this Emperor. But there's obsessive energy, so it's hard to think about anything else. All right, I am going to jump to personal questions. And thank you to Michael for sponsoring that today. Let's see, and just a little heads up, please make sure that you're not spamming the live chat with your questions. Please be respectful. A please and thank you go a long way. And I don't do politics questions. I prefer to stay away from health. And don't ask me if you're going to be rich. It's literally right there. Don't ask me if you're going to get rich, Dream Team. It's the worst question. It's, you know what it is? It's advertising to everybody else that your soul needs a little bit of cleaning up, okay? You got to be able to focus on the more important things in life. Being rich might make it easy to get the things that you want, but it doesn't make you a good person, and it doesn't guarantee a good life, okay? Thank you, Diego. Hey, Deborah. How you doing, hon? So, Bev, your question is, why has my husband been so moody? Let's take a look. Why has Bev's husband been so moody? Six of Pumpkins or Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Potions or Three of Cups. King of Potions in the reverse, or King of Cups in the reverse, and the Knight of Pumpkins in the reverse. I feel like there is something here that has gone from bad to worse regarding finances. So, for example, this could be like a gambling debt, right? Or somebody who went a little bit too far, purchased too much. I feel like it's coming down to either how much I get paid or how much money I've spent on something. And there could have been some influence from an external or like a third party that made this worse. And it's creating more of a problem or creating consequences that your husband didn't really anticipate. So I do feel like finances or money would be at the core of this. And I do think you're going to learn more about it, okay? Tickle Your Brain has asked, is Rutuja, I'm sorry if I'm not saying that right, going to get any communication from Abhishek about love? And thank you for liking and subscribing. I appreciate that. Yes, you will get communication. I'm gonna warn you right now, I feel like there's a little bit of impulse energy. It could be passionate if they're very physically attracted to you. But I do feel like there's going to be multiple motivations behind this, and they may only tell you about one. Like, I want to see you. I miss your face. And the way you look without pants. So I'm just saying there's something else here. There's another motivation. Hello, Southwest. How are you doing? Hello, Laura. Oh, thank you, Grindhard. I appreciate that. Hello, Lucas. How's your day? It's true. Some things just have to happen. All right, let's see. Looking for a question. I don't know what that is. Okay. Hello, Deb. Okay, I'll pull some cards for you. What do we have for Deb, please? We've got the Knight of Potions, which is the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Pumpkins or Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Eight of Pumpkins or Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. This tells me that, Dev, it feels to me like there is someone here who is making an offer or asking for a favor, possibly even somebody who is romantic around you. But this is somebody who is being codependent while trying to mask it as like, I don't know what I'm doing. So be cautious about what people are asking of you. Look for the motivations, because I do feel like somebody is being a little bit unreasonable with you here, and you deserve better. Or if this is like asking for a free service, then you deserve payment for whatever this is. I just feel like somebody's being a little bit unreasonable with what they're asking of you. Okay. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing? So we've got, will I ever remarry? And that was for Sarah, right? Yeah. Will Sarah ever remarry? So as of right now, it looks like there is an issue blocking the possibility of marrying in the future that is tied to a mindset. A little bit of maybe negativity or expecting the worst. So you are able to switch that. You can address that, right? And if you change how you view things, you will draw in that energy that would lead to that higher level of commitment. So this is going to sound weird. What I'm getting is go read like a romance novel. Go watch like a sweet rom-com. Get some energy in your life that helps you believe in that positive energy that happens with love, to kind of maybe even change what music you're listening to. But I do feel like that will shift the energy for you. Hey y'all, I just want to let you know that I'm not going through literally every question and answering them. I'm going to answer the ones I feel like answering. And if you tip, then I will answer that question. Hello, Matsali. How you doing? Oh, I'm sending you healing energy, Sarah. Let me see if there's any sign that you can expect. Okay, this is weird. You're going to, at some point, Sarah, see like an abandoned or old schoolhouse that's really charming. And it's going to be a sign for you with regards to love. So look out for that. It'll be an adorable setting. Tacos de asada. It sounds pretty good. Al pastor. Hello, Esther. How are you doing? You deserve to be happy, Sarah. Welcome in, Esther. How's it going? Do we have any other questions? Do any of my ex-partners still think about me? Like I'm the one who got away. This is for Southwest. Do any of my exes still think about me or see me as the one who got away? Southwest. Yeah, absolutely. Page of Potions, which is the Page of Cups. Have you moved in the last 5 years? I feel like this would be somebody who lives in an old place where you used to live. And they feel caged. They feel like nobody else really gets them. And they want to, it's like they want to time travel back to when they were spending time with you. Thank you, Lucas. Is CMH the one draining energy and affecting health? Is CMH the one who is draining energy affecting health? Absolutely. Yo, it is no joke that we have the, what was this called? The Black Flame? This is the Knight of Candles or the Knight of Wands, right? I do feel like this is talking specifically about your energy levels and somebody else trying to deal with that. But we do have the Six of Wands, and I feel like this is you being able to figure out how to block that. So you got this. I wanted to know if I'll get successful in the business I've gotten into. All right, S, let's see what we've got. Is this the right career path for S? Will S be successful in this line of business? Yes. With the Two of Potions, I also see there being either a really strong friendship that you find because of this career, or there's somebody here who's going to partner with you and help you like take things to the next level. Either way, I do see there being a very positive outlook here for you, especially with the Queen of Wands. This is talking about your ability to manifest in positive energy. So I want you to remember that when you envision how things go for you in your career, you have more power than you realize, more magic than you realize. So it's really important for you to stay focused on the details and following through on the actions that you need to do, but also keeping that positive mindset and expecting things to end well or go well. Thank you, Helios. How are you doing? Emma Mackenzie. Pleasant Eternity would like to know, will my girl come back? Will my girl come back, says Pleasant Eternity. I do not see a return of this partner of yours. I do feel like there is some dishonesty here. Could be on either side of the equation, but this is somebody who's either lying to themselves or frustrated because they feel like they would never get the truth out of you. It's this conversation that needs to happen between the two of you that seems so impossible that is blocking a reconciliation or a reunion. All right. This is the tarot of the cat people. I wish you luck, Pleasant Eternity. So Diane is asking, should I take the advice that someone gave you? That's how I'm going to phrase it. I hope that's the right interpretation. Should Diane follow the advice given? Yes, I do feel like you've gotten sage counsel. You've gotten good advice from somebody. And I feel like it yields better results than you expected. So this does seem like a good idea. There's something here that is hidden, and it's like a hidden bonus for you or like amplifier. It makes something a better situation for you that you don't see or you can't anticipate. Hey, Pleasant Eternity, I answered your question, so please stop asking it. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing? I'm taking personal questions, priority to those who are tipping. And YM, I'm going to ask you to be respectful, please. You're welcome, Diane. I wish you luck. John is asking, is my ex going to reach out? Let's see. Hey, Joe, how you doing? Is John's ex going to reach out? It looks like as of right now, this person is distracted. I do think that we have some issues here in terms of self-sabotage. And with the Ace of Wands, they have this thing. It's like they're fascinated with the new, right? So if there's problems over here, then I'll just go over here and I can avoid the problems that were over there. This would be somebody who, like the analogy I would use is, I can't buy regular plates and glasses because then I would have to wash them. I want everything disposable so I can just throw it out right away, which of course is not a good way to live, right? They don't deal with the problems that build up. They want to just run away when things get difficult. So that's a struggle, right? Got some healing to do. Yes, thank you for liking the video. I definitely appreciate that. Zhao, I'm sending you a hug. I hope things get better for you. So Mag is wondering, will I move this month with, is it Cece? Let's see, move this month? No, not this month. Seven of Swords in reverse. There's something here that needs to be updated or changed. I feel like there's a process block. But I do feel like maybe at the beginning of next month. Yeah. There's an issue here in terms of either space, like availability, or money. There's some process problem that delays it. Let's use this one more time. Oh, good luck with that, hon. Repeat what I just said to you, Shashikant. Hello, Makmara. How are you doing? Agar would like to know, am I getting a job this month? Oh! Y'all are speaking Portuguese. I love this. By the way, Lucas and Zhao, y'all are both awesome, so be friends. All right, do we have another question? Will I meet someone special this month? For Olivia. Hello, Olivia. How are you doing? I love that name. Will Olivia meet someone special this month? Yes, indeed. This is going to take you by surprise. So I don't feel like this isn't you like getting all dolled up or dressed up and going to some like, you know, wedding or a bar and feeling like, okay, this is like one of those places where I could totally meet someone. This is like you're going to like, I don't know, the gas station, or you're at, you know, Target picking up a towel or something, and there's somebody that you connect with. This is a weird place for you to meet somebody. Maybe it's, I don't know. It's just, it feels kind of like a retail location. But this is somebody who there's immediate chemistry with, and then there's somebody, like probably the other person, who's kind of like sheepishly like, so can I get your snap or your number? But they ask for it. Hello, little girl. I hope I said that right again. We've got, is my female friend developing too strong feelings for me? Thank you everyone for liking the video. I appreciate it. Yes, good luck to you, Olivia. No, I do feel like there's still some understanding that you're not interested here on your friend's behalf. And I feel like in the near future, there's going to be a distraction. I feel like this is somebody who's going to fall in love with another person. So I would just kind of bite your tongue, or, you know, maybe even pull back a little bit. But this is not going to last very long because there's another person that captures this person's attention, your friend's attention. Thank you. Oh, congratulations on starting the new year tomorrow. Is it Dell? How will my senior year go? Let's see. How will Dell's senior year go? Ooh, my. So, Del, we've got the Sun, the Nine of Swords in the reverse, and the Eight of Swords. This is pretty great energy because it talks about a change in your perspective. I'm going to encourage you to hang out with a variety of people. If you have a small group of friends and you've gotten really comfortable with them, I feel like you have an opportunity either because of classes or extracurriculars or maybe even a bus, I don't know, where you encounter somebody who's different from you. You're going to learn a lot of interesting perspectives. Maybe it's a different cultural background, but I encourage you to lean into this friendship. It could also be a romance for you. But this is somebody that helps you in an unexpected moment. But you learn a lot this year about yourself. The issue that you could potentially encounter is if you stay too rigid in your beliefs. That's why this connection with a new friend or somebody with a different culture is really important for you, because it helps you understand that things change or that things aren't always as they seem. But I wish you luck in your senior year. I love seeing the Portuguese. This is cool. Hello, Brilliant Gifts. How are you doing? Hello, Pharaoh. How's your day? So we've got Will Jack help me for Brilliant Gift. Will Jack help Brilliant Gift. Yes, but give them some time to think. So if you ask a question or if you ask for a favor and you press too quickly or you're too demanding, it could be something that doesn't go well. If you allow them space to make a decision, then I feel like you get the answer that you want. So be understanding, right? Yeah, isn't that cool? I speak Spanish, so I can kind of figure out Portuguese, but it's not the same, obviously. Thank you, Pharaoh. Hello, Darnell. How are you doing? Are y'all really gonna be best friends? Oh, that's so cool. Y'all are both awesome. Hello, Lonely Wolf. Oh, that generally indicates a dark night of the soul. Let's see if there's a particular person trying to reach out at you. Why waking up at 3 a.m. for Lonely Wolf? Lonely Wolf, there is something here that you are keeping to yourself or that you are not pursuing. Something that you are being encouraged and reminded to do, but you haven't made this choice. You're waking up at 3 a.m. every morning because somebody who cares about you, possibly somebody who's not alive anymore, is trying to remind you like, hey, you got something to do. You got places to be. We need you to make this choice. So there's something here that you're avoiding. You got to do it. And then your sleep schedule is going to change. Thank you, Pharaoh. Aloha, Stephen. How are you doing? I feel like that's a question about euthanasia, so I'm not going to answer that. Diana would like to know, am I on Robert's mind? Yes. Oh, it's the 10 of Cups. That's a card about love. I do feel like this is saying somebody is lovesick. So yes, you're on their mind and they're trying to figure out what to do. I mean, hey, at least you use the word please, right? But this is not a channel about my feet. Okay. Yeah, I love that for you, Diana. Sagar, I'm going to delete your post because I really don't want you sharing your personal information. If you would like to repost your question without your personal information, that would be great. I really just need like a first name or even your username to ask questions on your behalf, okay? Hello, Minta. How are you doing? So Kaleidoscope is asking, will there be success with my original endeavor? Ooh, I love that. We've got the star for you. Yes, but you have to take an unconventional path to get there. The star is your wish fulfillment. So I do feel like this is the path that you are meant to be on, but you need to be open to creative ways of making it happen, or maybe even who you would work with. Be flexible in terms of how that actually happens, right? Thank you, Louisa. I hope you're having a good day. I do actually have a second channel called Curious Carmen ASMR. It's linked in my description box if you need a channel where somebody reads from books like The Divine Comedy. I read Edgar Allan Poe. You're welcome, Kaleidoscope. I wish you luck. Hello, Holly. How are you doing? Will my dreams come true? Let's see. I feel your dreams are going to change in the near future. There is a shift happening for you over the next 3 years regarding your spiritual awakening. So it's like the spirit guides want to say no, but like that's because you come up with different dreams over the next couple of years because you go through a change. You see things differently and you identify a different path for yourself. So stay positive. Hello, Issue. How are you doing? Is it a Shampreet? I hope I said that right. All right, I will do one more question. What does she want? Okay, so for Zhao, what does she want? We've got the Empress and the Wheel and the Five of Pentacles and the reverse. I think she wants you to come back around. She wants something to change, the type of interaction, maybe whether or not you live with each other. I don't know if you've talked about starting a family or introducing family, but I feel like this is talking about things getting more serious. But there could be concerns because you have different ways of envisioning the future. Maybe there's a difference in your lifestyles. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the reverse. There could be financial barriers here. But I do feel like this is saying, I want you to fight for it. I want there to be evidence that this is what you want to have happen, right? That you're not just letting go of this connection. Aw, that's silly. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. And thank you for the tips. And I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.